Hi, welcome to House News. Statistik Indonesia will survey over 42 million businesses nationwide in May 2026 to collect comprehensive economic data, making it one of the largest data collection efforts in Indonesia's history. The Ministry of Health reports thousands of suspected measles cases in the past 2 years. The search highlights ongoing issues in healthcare access, vaccine distribution, and immunization awareness. Commission 2 emphasized the importance of strong planning and development to address disasters that repeatedly affect the same locations, such as in West Sumatra. Commission 12 emphasized accelerating natural gas downstream development, particularly by converting flared gas into CNG or other value-added gas products. PAL 8 Pictures officially announced its first feature film project adapted from the best-selling novel Laut Bercerita, or The Sea Speaks His Name, by Leila S. Hudori. Commission 10 supports the 2026 economic census as a strategic instrument to picture the real condition of the national economy. The data gathered will also be used as a basis to formulate government policies, including strategies to achieve the national economic growth target of 8%.
Every economic policy is built on fundamental foundations, data. However, problems arise when the data used for development planning is not accurate or fails to reflect the true conditions of the national economy. In May 2026, Statistik Indonesia or BPS will conduct the Economic Census 2026, which is held once every 10 years. The census will map business activities across Indonesia, covering enterprises from micro-scale businesses to large corporations. The mission is not an easy one. Thousands of field officers will be mobilized, equipped with forms and digital devices, and entrusted with the crucial responsibility of ensuring that every data point collected is accurate and accountable. Member of Commission 10 of the House Dewi Koryati highlighted the quality of human resources as main challenge. The limited training period should be supported by an effective recruitment process. In addition, Dewi mentions a census is not simply about recording numbers. Without strong communication skills, census officers may struggle to obtain optimal data. Therefore, she asked the assigned officers to have good speaking ability, self-confidence, and the skill to draw out information to produce accurate data.
Tadi disyaratkan bahwa SDM-nya itu tamat SMA. Yang kedua, menurut saya juga perlu diberikan kriteria bahwa orang itu pandai berbicara, punya kepercayaan diri menghadapi orang. Karena yang akan dihadapi ini adalah para pengusaha, ya orang yang sudah terbiasa menghadapi orang. Jadi keterampilan untuk bisa probing atau keterampilan untuk bisa mendapatkan data yang akurat, inilah yang perlu dilakukan di dalam pelatihan.
Meanwhile, difficulties may also emerge in aligning data between the national and regional levels. Vice Chairperson of Commission 10 of the House, Mai Esti Wijayati, emphasized the importance of comprehensive coordinations between BPS and regional governments. She reminded the economic census must produce valid data rather than figures produced to meet certain expectations. The reliability of this data will influence how effectively government programs can support and strengthen the public's economic conditions. Thus, coordination should be carried out continuously instead of on a single occasions. Adequate preparations by regional governments and the public is needed to ensure the census is effective and generates credible results.
BPS perlu melakukan koordinasi mendalam, tidak hanya sekali, tapi terus dengan kabupaten kota untuk bisa menghadirkan data yang valid, bukan data pesanan. Karena kita punya kepentingan besar terhadap data-data BPS ini, bagaimana kebijakan program yang nanti dibuat oleh pemerintah itu harus sesuai dengan apa yang harus dilakukan untuk memperbaiki, untuk meningkatkan ekonomi, dan yang lain sebagainya.
The Economic Census 2026 represents more than a routine statistical activity. It also aims to capture a complete picture of national economics. Several factors play a crucial role in this process, including the capability of field officers, the transparency and reliability of data collections, and strong collaborations between the central government and regional administrations. Reliable data ultimately supports the development of effective policies. When policies rely on accurate information, they can improve stronger economic resilience and support sustainable growth for Indonesia. Rangga and Alfredo, tvrparlemen report.
Commission 9 warns Indonesia as second highest globally in measles outbreaks, showing a serious challenge for the national health system. The Commission urged the government to accelerate and expand immunization coverage across all regions.
Member of Commission 9 of the House Irma Suryani stated, the national immunizations coverage, especially complete basic immunizations for infants in 2025, has not met the target in most provinces. Out of a total of 38 provinces, only 6 have succeeded in reaching the national target. This condition may increase the risk of outbreaks of diseases such as measles, which can be prevented through immunizations. Therefore, Irma urged the Ministry of Health to conduct more massive and targeted outreach and education efforts to improve public understanding and awareness, especially among parents, about the importance of immunizations.
Kami prihatin, Pak, dengan cakupan imunisasi bayi lengkap yang harusnya ada hanya 6 dari 3 yang kami temukan hanya ada 6 dari 38 provinsi yang mencapai target. Dan yang perlu kita khawatirkan adalah munculnya penyakit yang seharusnya bisa dicegah dengan imunisasi. Tetapi sampai hari ini masih banyak masyarakat belum menggunakan imunisasi dasar tersebut karena ketidaktahuan dan juga ketakutan terkait dampak-dampak imunisasi. Dan itu harus tersampaikan seharusnya ke publik secara komprehensif.
Regional immunizations programs often encounter difficulties due to insufficient budget allocations. Thus, the central government is expected to strengthen coordinations with regional governments in implementing this national priority program as a strategy to protect future generations. Andini Putri, tvrparlemen reports.
Frequent hydrometeorological disasters in various regions are linked to weak oversight and poor enforcement of spatial planning regulation. Therefore, Commission 2 urged the government to strengthen monitoring and enforcement of such regulation to reduce disaster risk.
Member of Commission 2 of the House Cindy Monica explained, from a regulatory perspective, regional governments already have regional spatial plans as well as detailed spatial plans. However, in practice, numerous land use violations still take place, which can increase the risk of disasters. Development along river banks, in river basins, and in areas prone to floods and landslides has intensified the effects of disasters during heavy rainfall or extreme weather. The government should prioritize emergency response and strengthen resilience through better spatial development planning.
Bencana di lokasi yang sama, di titik yang sama dari tahun ke tahun. Bayangkan saja dalam 2 tahun itu 3 kali rusak di titik yang sama. tahun 2024 itu kurang lebih kita mengeluarkan APBN 500 miliar. Di tahun ini kalau saya baca itu kurang lebih 1,2 triliun untuk memperbaiki infrastruktur tersebut. Maka dari itu sekali lagi kita tidak hanya perlu respon atau pembangunan secara cepat, tetapi juga perencanaan yang matang atas lokasi-lokasi yang memang sangat potensial menghadapi bencana setiap tahunnya.
Commission 2 encourages the Ministry of Agrarian Affairs and Spatial Planning, National Land Agency, and the Ministry of Home Affairs to intensify support and oversight for regional governments in applying sustainable and well-organized spatial planning to anticipate disasters and limit their impacts. Afif Anwar, TVR Parlemen reports.
After the break, we have information from Commission 12 of the House. Stay tuned to House News. To reduce carbon emissions in the upstream oil and gas sector, Commission 12 proposed shifting the natural gas flaring process, which currently still use conventional methods, toward the utilization of compressed natural gas.
Member of Commission 12 of the House Syarif Fasha urged the President-Director of PT Pertamina Hulu Energi to promote the transformations of natural gas management in upstream energy working areas. Currently, gas flaring operations still depend on conventional methods, including the use of diesel fuel, resulting in continued carbon emissions. Transitioning toward downstream processing of natural gas into compressed natural gas or CNG is considered a solution to achieve the zero emissions target. With this scheme, previously flared gas can be converted into a valuable economic product without generating carbon emissions from open combustion.
Nah, banyak hal yang kita dapatkan dari CNG ini. Yang pertama, yaitu kita tidak lagi menggunakan bahan bakar konvensional fosil, sehingga apa? Sehingga akan sudah zero emisi, ya. Jadi tidak lagi CO2 yang keluar, tapi zero emisi. Kami minta kepada Dirut PHE untuk mengumpulkan semua GM se-Indonesia ini untuk lebih membuka diri terkait dengan potensi hilirisasi di bidang pemanfaatan gas alam atau untuk proses flaring ini menjadi CNG dan juga gas-gas yang lain.
In addition to environmental aspects, this transformations is also seen as providing economic benefits. Gas processed into CNG can be sold to businesses and potentially increase non-tax state revenue. This step is expected to strengthen the upstream oil and gas sector's commitment to emissions reductions, as well as to maximize the utilizations of natural gas resources. From Bali, Bondan Imana, TVR Parlemen reports.
The Indonesian House will draft a new law on manpower as a follow-up to the Constitutional Court's ruling. The drafting process will involve broad public participation, including labor union organizations across Indonesia.
Vice Speaker for Politics and Security Sufmi Dasko Ahmad received an audience from the Confederations of Indonesian Workers' Unions and the Confederations of All Indonesian Trade Unions recently. Sufmi Dasko said the meeting aimed to hear input from labor associations regarding the draft of the new manpower law, including efforts to mitigate the impact of global conditions and wars on Indonesian workers. Furthermore, Dasko emphasized the House and the government have agreed to involve labor unions and employer associations in the discussions to ensure the resulting legislations can be accepted by all parties.
Kunjungan dari KSBSI Andi Gani dan KSBSI Bu Eli Silaban. Fokus utamanya adalah meminta agar dalam pembahasan Undang-Undang Tenaga Kerja ini bisa juga ikut membahas dan dilibatkan secara penuh. Tadi kami juga sudah sepakat bahwa DPR, pemerintah, serikat pekerja dan asosiasi pengusaha, pengusaha juga ikut supaya kemudian kita dapatkan satu undang-undang yang memang nantinya telah disepakati.
Meanwhile, the presidents of the Confederations of Indonesian Worker Unions requested the House, particularly Commissions 9, to actively hold public hearings and open dialogue forums. The drafting of the new manpower law requires equal input from labor unions and employer associations to maintain balanced interest. A participatory and transparent legislative process will produce more comprehensive regulations, provide legal certainty for businesses, and at the same time, ensure protections and welfare for Indonesian workers.
Soal public hearing, Pak Dasko akan mendorong segera Komisi 9 bersama seluruh stakeholder agar secara aktif mengundang buruh dan juga pengusaha karena supaya ada keseimbangan.
Zikri Danus, tvrparlemen reports.
The House currently reviews revisions to the copyright law to address developments in the digital era, AI, and the creative sector. The focus is on transparent digital royalty management, protection for musicians, and strict regulations on performance royalty obligations.
Discussions on copyright have mostly focused on the economic rights of songwriters. In fact, performances involve numerous participants, such as singers, accompanying musicians, and choreographers who also hold related rights.
Jadi ternyata hak pelaku pertunjukan ini tidak sebatas bagaimana aksinya di dalam pertunjukan. Artinya dapat saja dilakukan satu proses rekaman atas hasil pertunjukan, baik itu penyanyi, koreografer, maupun juga misalkan musisi dan sebagainya, yang kemudian direkam menjadi satu video tayangan dan kemudian diduplikasikan dan ditayangkan dalam acara-acara yang berbeda. Nah, jadi selain daripada hak ekonomi terkait dengan performingnya, artinya penampilannya, selain itu bila mana terjadi proses fiksasi dalam konteks ini direkam, kemudian ditayangkan dalam acara-acara yang berbeda, nah hasilnya itu memang ada hak ekonomi dari pelaku pertunjukan.
The Legislation Committee acknowledges strengthening copyright protections must support the growth of small businesses. Therefore, it is important to maintain a balance between protecting the economic rights of creators and ensuring the sustainability of MSME businesses.
Di satu sisi, ada hak cipta ini menjamin orang-orang yang punya karya cipta untuk mendapatkan hak ekonominya. Nah, tapi di satu sisi lain, ada bisnis-bisnis yang masih berkembang, bisnis kecil, bisnis mikro, ini yang tetap harus kita bantu agar jangan ada hak ekonomi yang terzolimi. Nanti akan dibuat peraturan turunannya agar mereka bisa mendapatkan keringanan untuk membayarkan. Kalau bisnis-bisnis besar, oke, kita nggak masalah. Nah, itu akan diatur di dalam PP-nya.
Balanced policies covering musicians, performers, and MSMEs in the copyright bill is needed to maintain the sustainable and fair growth of the national creative industry ecosystem.
When we return, we have more updates around ocean and the sea, only on House News. The phenomenal novel Laut Bercerita is finally coming to the big screen. That film will feature Reza Rahadian and Dian Sastrowardoyo in the lead roles. This adaptation is made to celebrate the novel's 100th reprint.
Indonesian director Yosep Angginun is bringing Leila Escuderi's acclaimed novel Laut Bercerita, or The Sea Speak His Name, to the big screen. The movie cast features Reza Rahadian, Dian Sastrowardoyo, Yunita Siregar, Eva Celia, Christine Hakim and Arswendi Bening Suara. Laut Bercerita follows the Wibisono family, whose eldest son Biru Laut mysteriously disappears along with friends from a student discussion group reportedly detained by unknown authorities. Years later, his sister Asmara Jati continues the search. She holds very different beliefs about what may have happened to him. The story unfolds through dual perspectives. Laut's own voice characterized by poetry and idealism, and his sister's Asmara Jati's search for traces or her disappeared brother. The production incorporates period visual markers along with fashions, communications technology, and entertainment icons designed to emphasize parallels with contemporary youth. Since its release in 2017, Laut Bercerita has captured the imaginations of readers across generations. Translated into English in 2020 as The Sea Speaks His Name by John Maclean, the novel also won the Sea Right Award that year. With 124 total prints including special editions, the story's reach has extended far beyond Indonesia, appealing to international audiences interested in Southeast Asian literature and history.
Indonesia has captured global attention in underwater photography, with 2 images earning top positions at the 7th Close-Up Photographer of the Year. The winning photographs showcase the country's vibrant marine biodiversity.
The 7th Close-Up Photographer of the Year, or Cupoti, announced in early 2026, put Indonesia in the spotlight in the underwater category. Photographers from around the world submitted stunning work, and 2 images from Indonesian waters made it into the top 3. Second place went to Daniel Sly, an Australian photographer, for his portrait of an orange pattern frogfish on the black volcanic sand of Lembeh Strait, North Sulawesi. The striking contrast highlights the fish and the region's unique macro-marine ecosystem. Lembeh Strait itself is widely known as a paradise for underwater macro photography. Its volcanic black sand provides an ideal habitat for many rare and unique species, making it a favorite destination for photographers from around the world. Third place was awarded to Feather Home by Spanish photographer Luis Arpa, taken in Tulamben, Bali. The image captures a crinoid shrimp perched on a feather stars with sharp details and vibrant color, showcasing the intricate beauty of Indonesia's underwater life. Cupoti is an annual international event celebrating the art of close-up, macro and micro photography through global competitions and various team challenges. The competitions covers a variety of categories such as underwaters, animals, insects, and young or under 18s. In its 7 editions, it attracted more than 12,000 entries from 63 countries. The success of underwater photos from Indonesia underwater, breaking into the top 3 of these prestigious events, has raised the profile of Indonesia's marine tourism to the world.
Renowned travel company Explore Worldwide ranked beaches in the world for their unique landscapes and close connection with nature. Pink Beach in Lombok, East Nusa Tenggara is proudly included in the list.
Pink Beach in Indonesia was voted the world's most beautiful beach this year, according to a survey of British adventure travel company Explore Worldwide. The list was chosen from recommendations across its global network or expert guides. Pink Beach is located in Komodo National Park, recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site since 1991. and is one of the new 7 natural wonders. The beach is characterized by its pink sand, formed from broken coral and foraminifera microorganisms, creating a difference from ordinary beaches. This area also has rich coral reefs, home to many species of fish and starfish. Visitors often depart from Labuan Bajo by boat to snorkel, explore the landscape, and learn about the Komodo dragon, the world's largest lizard that still lives naturally on the island. The dry season from May to October is considered the best time to visit due to clear skies and optimal water visibility. However, the rainy seasons offers a quieter atmosphere, less green landscapes, and a more tranquil experience for nature lovers. The list of the most beautiful beaches in the world in 2025 was announced by the UK's Explore Worldwide based on recommendations from a global network of guides and travel experts. The selection's criteria include uniqueness in geology, ecosystems, cultural experiences, history, and conservation's value. According to Explore Worldwide, Pink Beach ranked above Le Morne in Mauritius, which came second, and Border Beach in South Africa, which placed third. With its rare pink sands, rich marine ecosystem, and peaceful ambience, Pink Beach stands as a symbol of Indonesia's tropical paradise and a must-visit destination for travelers seeking an authentic and soothing nature experience.
And that's House News for today. See ya!